Hello, everybody. This is your girl, Melody Trice. We're live here in downtown Los Angeles for the Panafest. I want you guys to stay tuned to all the amazing interviews that's going to happen right here on the red carpet. We'll be right back. Actually starting your own short film. What do that mean to you?
Well, I always wanted to be behind the cameras, at a certain point of my life. I've directed theater, I've coached actors for years. So that is something that has been second nature to me. So, for me to be able to do it on a film, which is a very different venue, from theater, and from coaching actors, that I had to come up with the excitement of doing something that I've never done before in my life and plunging into it and doing it with the actress that I wanted to hire for the longest time in my life. I wanted to work with her. So this is all new, a new world for me. I'm starting to learn, and I did have the right people around me.
So, being an actress and then stepping forward to really, what you say, conquer your fears, right? So what do you think that prepared you to actually just say, okay, now is the time for me to do this film?
Well, what happened was that with Jane the Virgin, I was able to form a company. So thank you. So with that company, I thought, why not produce my first film, and direct it and write it and do everything about it? Why not? Something that I was really invested in because I like this. I saw the story like 10 years before. Javi had written the story 10 years before and gave it to me, and I thought, this is a film. And that was it. But I didn't have a company or anything.
Isn't it amazing how time just go and then it just prepare you for that moment?
And
right?
It prepared me for that moment because then I thought, oh, wait a minute, I have that little play. I can adapt it. Let me adapt it and let me rewrite it with a playwright and let me produce it and do it. So, because I wanted to tell this story. Usually in American television, Latina women of certain age are portrayed much more like asexual. We don't have sex anymore. We're with the apron. We're feeding the family. Not in Jane the Virgin. Jane the Virgin is a very different venue where I've been very lucky. And I think that's what also gave me the courage to go ahead and do this film because I was playing an unconventional abuela in Jane. Not that I'm playing an abuela in my film. This is not an abuela at all. Usually what I find is that all the parts that have been given to me have been abuelas, grandmothers, because that's the only thing. You don't see the white people doing that at all. You don't see Jane Fonda, which is older than me, playing a grandmother. You don't see Lily Tomlin. She just did one film. But that's the thing, that I wanted to break that mold and present us in a venue where we could have some language, sophistication, education, that we're sexual beings still in our age. So that's what I wanted to accomplish with that film. And in order to do that, I had to be behind the scenes to create that, because if not, if I leave it up to who writes it and who directs it, then I'm again back into the asexual, non-sexual kind of character,
About the film that you worked on.
Right, so I worked on From Now On, which was directed by Yvonne Coll, and I did the music for it.
Oh, wow. So tell us about the music and the choices.
Yeah, so we wanted to go for a very sophisticated and non-intrusive approach. So we went with a little more sort of like a jazzy feel, and we decided to not have that much music in the film. So we kind of bookended it where we did some music for the opening credits, did a single scene during the film, and then did a song that Yvonne and I co-wrote, and she sang for the end credits. So
thank you. Yes, I'm here with a short film, From Now On, directed, acted and she produced also Yvonne Cole from Jane the Virgin. My friend Yvonne Cole, I've known Yvonne since almost 30 years now. Yeah, she's a great friend. And she has the resources. This is based on a play that I had written that was produced several times called Facing Santa Fe Plaza. I saw two ladies in a balcony of a restaurant, Mexican restaurant in Santa Fe, facing the plaza. And I went back to the hotel. And I said, there's something here. There's a relationship there. I started writing this play at the hotel. It took me about 2.5 days. Then I rewrote in LA. I probably rewrote on that bed in the hotel because I was there for 2 months. And eventually it was done here in Hollywood. It was done in the Valley at the NoHo Theater Festival. It was done in New York, and it was done in New York in some schools also. And it was workshopped a lot in New York as for actors who wanted to showcase their acting.
One Voice Healthcare Plus includes up to 10 household dependents, 24-hour telemedicine, 24-hour nurse hotline, dental, vision, prescription, hearing aid, legal service, financial service, and more. One Voice Healthcare is more than just healthcare. All for only $50 a month. Click on Shop to get to One Voice Healthcare Plus. Clio Independent Contractor Rep ID 813961. This is not insurance.
It means balanced roles. It means looking at the other side of the stereotypes. Yeah, gardeners and narcos are Mexican around here, but there's also good guys too. Yeah. And the heroes in this one are all not necessarily Mexican. They're Venezuelan, Puerto Rican, Cuban. But you know, we're people. We're three-dimensional, just like anybody else. And for Christ's sake, just show all sides of us. That's all.
I know, right? Because it's so many people all over the world with so many different races. It's just good to just see every type of race, right? Have that platform.
Yeah, we're all in the same game, you know. We're all the same, just different shades. That's all.
I know.
That's a beautiful.
I'm very happy. I love this. I like different cultures, different points of view in filmmaking, and in culture in general, in the world. I love it.
I think art comes from pain and from sacrifice and from loss.
So
I don't think that art comes from butterflies and all beauty and all of that. You know, that's superficial. It's nice. It's beautiful. We need it. We need the summer in our lives.
But it was birthed through those things. Was birthed through experiences in your life.
It's true. Everything.
I was actually invited by the Panamanian International Film Festival to host a panel overcoming the trials and tribulations of an independent filmmaker, you know, because it's not easy to make a movie. So we contacted 5 panelists who are very successful in the filmmaking that they've made in the independent world. And we had a great hour-long conversation, and it seems like the people in the audience really got some valuable information. And there's nothing better than imparting knowledge and gaining wisdom when you're following your dreams and passions.
That's true. So
we've got a lot of work to do. We're just touching the tip of the iceberg. You know, we're just starting. You know, it's a lot of work, as you know. Yeah. You know, sister to sister. You know, Latina to sister. You know, it's definitely a lot of work. But you know what? The more we support one another, and I do a lot of independent films, and it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And if you know, I love studio-made films, but when you have a film that you're passionate about, that tells a great story, that has a lot of diversity in there, because that's what this country is about. It is about diversity.
No, we do have a short film. It's called, excuse me, it's called American Nightmare. It's playing tomorrow. And it's a film that talks about what we consider it's really a commentary on the separation of families at the border that happened recently. And beyond that, talk about what we consider the unfair criminalization of undocumented immigrants in our country.
With the gardeners or with the thugs, or, you know, the Latinas are the oversexed sort of, you know, sex symbols. And we're more than that. We're a community that offers, you know, from like, you know, family focus to career focus to business to community leaders, and And I don't see those stories in Hollywood. The only time I see those stories is when I come to film festivals like this.
You're actually showcasing their work. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me because it seems like Mexico is showing his art around the world. You know, films can empower people, and if people from all over the world, people that don't know our culture, they think they have a different idea of who we are as Mexicans, and you know, we are amazing, amazing artists, amazing people, and that's what I want to show around the world.
Yeah, it's El Contratista.
El Contratista.
El Contratista, yes. Yeah, I'm the executive producer. I produced the film, and I'm also the lead actor of the movie. So very happy that they honored us by being here for the opening, night of the festival. This is great.
And you know, what do it mean to you just to have your film in festivals like this that really represent the Spanish culture?
Yeah, this is great because this is the very first festival that we enter. We had a screening, you might remember, at the Egyptian. We had 700 people. It was packed. People really, it was well accepted. They liked the film a lot. I got a lot of nice responses from it. So we're hoping that the people here will enjoy it as well, for the festival. Yeah.
What do it mean to you to just be here to just support them? Because I mean, it's a big step to just come out here and put your film in this festival.
Yes, it is. We help produce the festival, so we worked with Carlos Carrasco and got it done and had a real good turnout. A lot of good films, and it's been a good time.
Yeah. Well, I think that is opening these days. More and more we're having more opportunities. And these kind of movies making by our people, telling our stories with a great message. And the great part of this movie is that it's made with a part of the actors from Mexico, and from of them are from here, from different places. So that's what is the beauty of this,
It's good to see people like yourself on TV, right?
Oh yeah, of course it is.
I grew up in Brooklyn, and so a lot of my people were Latino. And Puerto Rican, Panamanian, and it was such an amazing experience. And so for me, this is nostalgic coming back, but also as people of color, we have to support each other. We know what it feels like to, not be inside and not be a part of. And so, just to be here to encourage the beauty and the knowledge.
Well, we've always been, working hard to get to where we are and trying to prove ourselves. And I think it's happening. I see a lot of help from the networks and the platforms wanting to work with us, wanting to tell our stories, wanting to give the Latino the full dimension that we deserve. We giving us roles that, are cutting edge and different. And so I'm very proud. I think this is a great time for all of us.
So being here today, what did that mean to you?
You know what? It means that as an independent producer and an actor and a Latin Hispanic filmmaker, I get to be around other filmmakers that get to do the same thing and see what their work is all about. It's inspiring, and it helps us want to create more. I want the same thing that's happening in the African American community with things like Black Panther and some of these other films and TV shows and you can see it, and I want more of that in the Latin community and the Hispanic community. So an event like this means let's see what's out there, let's see who's playing the game, and let's play it together. So.
Thank you so much for tuning to the Melody Trice Show, where we really do believe life is unlimited. We're now on Amazon Fire TV as well as Roku. So make sure that you check your local station for the Melody Trice Show. Till next time, I'm your girl, Melody Trice. Bye.